Oh, wait, what? What are you video shooting? Hey, the other folks are. I'm listening to me again. What are you doing last class? Hey, civics. Correct, है ना? कौन है तुम्हारा वो दोस्त? Javed. Jamshid. What was the topic? Federalism. अभी start किया. अरे ये तो which chapter you are seeing? हमारा entire बैच में कभी बोलते हैं ये start करो तो start करो. At least pick up your notebook. Yes. अरे साथी what is it? क्या issue आ रहा है? But when is the exam? But anyhow, I cannot finish that. Then you want a separate session. That is, I think, less of theory and more of maths. It is not full theory. You don't know. Yes, then in your school, water resources included for coming exam. In resources and development. That is in fact, that is the first chapter. Tell me, what did I do in federalism? Meaning I have done, types we have done, reasons we have done, coming together and holding, coming together and USA we have done. Careful. Hurt yourself. You need a reason. Krish. Then what is the next subheading of the topic? Yeah, attendance. So attendance civics. What is the next subheading? Volume. Bring it. Sitting lazy. India very good news. That's the reason. Okay, now under federalism, I think unitary and federal government, did we do that distinguished? We have done. Then did we do the paragraph of case study of Belgium? No, we haven't done. Then after that, we have India, a federal country, key features. Pehla wo dal dem. The decentralization will wind up the case today. India, a federal country. Put the heading and start write the points, key features. Very important answers. And let's write point number 1. I'm writing only federalism. F, you write on full, guaranteed by the constitution. Come on, put the heading number 1 and then start writing. So how many have joined? Madhav has joined, Krish. If your net is not an issue, keep your videos on, guys. Krish and Madhav both. Right? If for the PTM, you have informed your parents, did you book your slots? Come on. Indian Constitution. I'm giving the explanation for point number 1. Indian Constitution has declared. Come on, Krish, start writing. Indian Constitution has declared Indian Constitution has declared India better as a union of states Indian Constitution has declared India as a union of states based on the principle of federalism. Union of states based on the principle of federalism.
Sir, 1 second.
हाँ बोलिए.
अक्षत.
Did you write?
नहीं आया नहीं अभी तक. अक्षत ने ना एंट्री तो किया है. Akshat, are you there? Unmute yourself.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, Akshat, you are offline student. You are supposed to attend lecture physically, not online. We are not allowing these online lectures. Akshat, you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Henceforth, I don't want to see you on online. Thank you.
Continue the same heading. Second point, under federalism guaranteed by the Constitution. Second point. So, under case of the work of bench. Either so, all the key features of federalism. So, all key features of federalism are introduced and implemented in India. So all the key features of federalism are introduced and implemented in India. Underline the word implemented. So point number 1 is complete. Let's write point number 2. 2 or more levels of government. 2 or more levels of government. You better don't need it. रख दो, दोनों बंद करो. एक छोटा बेंच में 2 लड़कियां इतना टेंशन. Write down a second heading like this: 2 or more levels of government. ये दोनों एक ही बेंच में बैठ के चालू रहते हैं 2 लेक्चर में. इंडियन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन ऐसे कोई टीचर को करता है. So you should say 2 words. What did you say? What did you say?
Sir,
Why you should say please. At the first point, you will need write the heading. ये पूरा heading लिखो. Write the heading. Leave 4 lines, 4 or 5 lines, and then start with the second one. 2 or more levels of government. ये नहीं लड़कियां जो रोड में बात करते वैसे तुम कर सकते हो. Did you write second point? Right below. Indian Constitution. And you come late and then you put trouble for me. Indian Constitution originally. Today I need to relax and rest. क्या हो गया? All clear, everyone, except this girl who was little bit on time. बाकी सब लोग ठीक है? नहीं मैं जल्दी आ. You are before to me. In fact, I was correcting the maps of that ICSE. That time only she dropped it. Okay, right now. Second point heading right below. Indian 5 to 6 lines later. Indian Constitution originally introduced. Indian Constitution originally introduced two-tier system. Here we purposely use the word 2 tiers because some when I say the word 2 tier, people write this spelling. I know some people are very stalwarts. So 2-tier system. तो टीएस लिखेगा तो और भी एक बचना ऐसा लिखा ये नोट्स देखिए हमारे आंख में टीएस है 2-tier system, right? A central level union government, central level union government. B state level state legislature. State level, state legislature. State legislature.
In central level, we have to write central government. Right?
You can write union government because दोनों थोड़ा सा repetition हो जाता है ना. Third point you write down, same heading. The third and the most important tier or tier. Third and the most important tier, write down. ये थोड़ा सा घूमी हुई. Third and the most important tier was introduced as local self-government. Local self-government. Hyphen, you write Panchayati Raj. There, volume. Panchayats and municipalities.
So was introduced
as local self-government. You write this with an hyphen. Panchayats and municipalities. So underline both. Panchayats and municipalities, or you can write municipal corporations, whatever you feel. Now go to the third heading or third point. What is that? Separate jurisdiction at each level. ये थोड़ा बड़ा है, for which I am giving very short note. Separate jurisdiction at each level. Okay, don't write the symbol that I am writing. आप लोग full एक ही लिखना. Indian federal structure provides, under the third point, Indian federal structure provides different tiers with separate jurisdiction to each government. To separate with separate jurisdiction to each government or each organ of the government. That is understandable. Next.
so to each
Government. Next. Pointer. The Constitution clearly, shall I use the word enumerates? Enumerates. Ariana Hamul. Hamula, that's really good.
What is that? So the Constitution enumerates.
मतलब included है popular कुछ नया word है ना क्या है नया word नहीं enumerates नहीं हो enumerates
So the Constitution
enumerates basically 3 tier enumerate sorry मैंने कुछ गलत बोला क्या basically threefold distribution threefold distribution fold, F-O-L-D, fold, right? A, उसमें 3 fold में underline कर लो, A. I hope I'll just explain so that you guys are a little bit patient in writing. Union list, don't write, you just listen, I'm going to explain. B, state list. And third, it is concurrent list. Now, anybody at least heard this? ये क्या होता क्या है, first of all? So, any idea? Just to learn. Okay.
They are like different departments under different levels of government. Like union list is under the central level, in which like things like army, expenditure, and everything comes under that. In state list, like everyday matter, like agriculture, police. And
I
so.
don't think so. I don't think so. You're a little bit confused. Don't you? Good, at least you answered.
Sir, in the union list, all the foreign affairs or anything that they
She understood.
international.
She's saying foreign affairs and international. Jamshed. I'll tell you very simple. As Krish and Arya was trying to explain, both are absolutely not correct. Now, if I want to tell you under union list, only the central government can make laws. Only the central government, correct?
So the central government can sir, interfere in that topic related.
Here only the state government can make laws. And here both central and state together make laws. For example, I say defense in India is 100% central subject. When Maharashtra, we have a very popular leader called Balasaheb Thackeray. Every time he used to have a big, not a seminar, meeting in Dadar Shivaji Park. Now the coming festival called Dashera. And happily, I was studying in that area only, in the college. And all my Marathi friends used to say, "Tumhala bagaयचं का?" Like I, Maharashtracha शेर, बोला चलो लेके जा. And there was a huge gathering and big giant screen, and Balasaheb Thackeray will be sitting in that particular podium and he will be speaking. और ये मराठी मानुस सुनने ही नहीं छोड़ता. मैं भी तो कोने में कृषि तो करा रहता था. जय भवानी, जय श्री राम, अरे बोलने दे. So I remembered one of the words spoken by him. He said, "You give me the army to Maharashtra, Indian army. In 3 months, Pakistan will be wiped out from the Indian world map." ये तो उनका बोलने का स्टाइल था, because he was very aggressive with his speech. But do you think Maharashtra को Indian army दे देगा? ए लो भाई तुम जाके, why not? अभी महाराष्ट्र तो बोल रहा है ना, हमारे पर दे दो आर्मी.
Because state level have less power than central government.
But आर्मी देगा तो क्या पावर है? तुम उसको क्या? She is asking जरूरत क्या है? Krish, now you understood? Means Indian central government will say, sorry sir, the defense, army, navy and air force is with the central. You cannot interfere here. I don't know whether you watch the news or not. मेरा तो bread and butter, रोजी and रोटी सब कुछ news में ही चलता है. I'm not a news anchor or a journalist. But जब तक मैं एक 5-6 channel से news नहीं देख लेता हूँ, मुझे नींद नहीं आता. This I've been doing for last 15-20 years. So one thing, if you have noticed, there is one big ship of China which has come down to Sri Lanka. The name of the port of the Sri Lanka is called as Hambantota. Come on, repeat. This port is so close to India. Hamara ISRO, Tuticorin, even Hamara Kudankulam, that's our nuclear power stations, are almost 500 to 600 kilometers. ये जो शिप है अपने आप को बोलता है कि ये डिस्कवरी शिप है, बट ये कोई डिस्कवरी नहीं करता, ये स्पाई करता है. You understand what is spying? It has anchored in Hambantota today morning, and India is under serious radar now. मतलब ये शिप बोला तो है कि ऐसा कुछ नहीं करेगा, but Chinese say everybody knows what China is capable of. So India has put a strong objection to Sri Lanka. So Sri Lanka could say no to China for only 1 week. But China ने क्या force किया पता नहीं, it has come. China has asked for $1 billion loan. Sri Lanka has asked, and शायद मुझे लग रहा है कि secret agreement में China बोला रहेगा loan चाहिए हमारे ship को लगा. And officially China has told to the world that I have come here to fuel the ship. You understand fueling? तो लोग ने आज dock किया next 22, sorry, this month 22 that ship will be standing there. Now India cannot do anything because it is in between Sri Lanka and China. Suddenly Tamil Nadu jumps out and बोलते सर अगर मोदी अलाउ करेगा कि नहीं करेगा बट मैं अलाउ नहीं करेगा. मोदी बोलेगा चुप बैठे तेरा बात नहीं सर, we will attack Sri Lanka. Wait, let me complete the story. Since always there is LTT and Tamilians, they have an issue. Either ka fish udhar chale gaya, udhar ka fisherman idhar aa gaya. They always tussle. So Tamil Nadu takes the opportunity. Mr. Modi, we are going to wage a war against Sri Lanka. Modi bolega tu kab se war mein ladne laga? Nahi, it is going to affect Tamil Nadu only because Tamil Nadu is very close. I don't know whether you guys have gone. I have gone many times via Colombo to Singapore. In fact, Colombo mein ruka bhi tha main. Colombo is such a beautiful place. If you take a flight from Chennai, that is Chennai airport to Colombo, hardly 45 minutes पे नहीं लगता. 40 minutes में उतर जाएंगे. इतना नजदीक है by plane. Imagine what the ship is going to do with India. So next 8 days हमारा बेचारा नेवी सोएगा नहीं. Radar चालू रहेगा. कब China ऐप अंदर घुस जाता किसी को नहीं. Malware के रूप में लोग अंदर घुसते हैं. उसीलिए हम लोग हमेशा बोलते स्टूडेंट भी when you are using a mobile and unwanted messages come, click to get your price. तुरंत हमारा बच्चा क्लिक कर दे. प्राइस तो मिल रहा नहीं मिल रहा दूसरी बात है, बट तेरा मोबाइल में एक वायरस घुस देता. I remember I have attended some CID crime branch program, not now, earlier, and they were training me. Sir, you should not give your fingerprint to your mobile. Neither you should do the face reading to the mobile. Because ये पूरा आपका मोबाइल के थ्रू दूसरा कोई डेटा ले लेता है. तो मैंने बोला he was a crime branch senior officer. मैंने सर what shall I do? Use a 2G. उसने भी निकाल के दिखा. I am the highest officer in the crime branch, but I use only the 2G phone. No camera, no WhatsApp, nothing. Yes sir. और कोई भी फेंक के भी जाएगा ना मुझे ढूंढ के लेकर आके देता. गरीब का फोन रख ले मुझे नहीं चाहिए. Are you understanding what I am saying? So if I deal with certain subjects, it is only the central government has the laws. The state government cannot. Now then let me come down to state. In Maharashtra, we have a unique problem. The problem was that of Marathi Manus. Marathi Manus say Mumbai, Maza, and me, Mumbaikar. But suddenly South Indians, Idli dosa kabhi. Correct? But it was Balasaheb Thackeray himself against South Indians, then against North Indians. Then he said, "No, dono raho, tabhi hamara kaam chalega." And Uddhav also thoda bahut wahi kar raha tha. But can we do away with the non-Mumbaikars inside Mumbai? Because we are all Indian citizens. I had gone to my own place, Chennai. There is a community of Marathi people. Either the mother is a Maharashtrian or the father is a Maharashtrian. The dad or the mother is a Tamilian. ये मतलब नया कॉम्बो कब से पैदा हुआ? लोग बोलते नहीं सर हम पिछले कितने ही सालों से ऐसे ही है. They speak Marathi as well as Tamil fluently. They worship even Vittal and they worship Lord Murugan that we do. बोले ये कब से होने लगा? चलो ये भी फिर भी हम मान लेते हैं. Certain Marwadis I have seen from Guju and Rajasthan. They speak better Tamil than me. I am very shocked. सर तू कैसे बात करता है? बोलते तेरा तमिल मेरे से भी घटिया है. मैं बोला हाँ ठीक है मुझे शर्म आता है. It's my mother tongue. No sir, we are born and brought up in Chennai only. But फिर उसका नाम रहेगा तुलसीराम संत तुकाराम. मतलब तू कहाँ से तमिल हो गया? सर नाम ही ऐसा फिर तमिल अच्छे से बात. But he doesn't know his own language. Are you understanding? So local state क्या बोलता है? We will deal with the problems which is happening in the state of Maharashtra. मोदी बोलते नहीं हम नहीं छोड़ेंगे. तो महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट बोले सॉरी सर आपका लिस्ट इसमें नहीं है. अभी like I can literally give you the related matters of police. पुलिस का जो पावर है वो ओनली महाराष्ट्र गवर्नमेंट के हाथ में ही है. सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ये नहीं बोलेगा चलो मैं तुम्हारा पुलिस के लिए 2 ब्लैक कमांडो भेजता है, बोले नहीं चाहिए तो हमारा पुलिस करेगा. वो ऐसा भी करता है रहता है कोने में खड़े रहे. सॉरी ऐसा नहीं सब लोग भी करते हैं. I'm just joking. Are you understanding? So police subject is entirely a state subject. So who can control that police? अभी गवर्नमेंट ने ये भी एक ऑप्शन रखा है. सर देयर आर सर्टेन लिस्ट व्हिच सेंट्रल एंड स्टेट टुगेदर कैन मेक लिस्ट. So if anybody asks you, I think they don't ask you. So remember it very clearly. 97, 67 and 47. मेरे ये किसका नंबर दे रहा है? What is 97? 97 subjects are in the union list. 67 subjects are in the state list. And the 47 subjects are in the concurrent list. अभी समझ में आया? So please write down as I have written in the board. Which it? Mumbai. And that was a law and order problem. But when you are experiencing to the entire country, the central government, वो black caps उधर से तो आया, दिल्ली से आया. Why? But the direct issue was to the central. Now wait, I'll tell you a very secret news after that. Come on, everyone, write down union list, central list, and ये लिखो और ये लिखो. 97 subjects, 67 and 47. Subjects लिखना मेरे जैसे 47 फिर तुमको भूल जाएगा कि क्या है.
सर इसमें एक और लिस्ट बाकी है.
हाँ मालूम है, सबसे देर वो रहने दे, पहले ये तो कर ले, फिर वो तो ऐसे नहीं कर रही. So look, civics looks very easy. क्या भाई जमशेद? Yes. हाँ. So it becomes a little bit of difficult. Thank you so much. उसमें आज क्यों है ये लड़की? You are not wearing specs today. You don't have it. And you don't because मेरा भी नहीं है. But for writing I need it. Oh, दूर का चश्मा तो फिर तुम्हारा मुंह दूर का भी. Last time you only asked me, double cube. That's only for near meetings.
It's only less in dot part.
Here I don't need. When I'm looking at you guys, it's quite okay. In fact, I'm trying to remove this by taking some contact lens.
So on your side.
And far sighted that's there. Online में मार्च में और
मेरे साइड क्या है?
वो भी उस पर रखा है.
नहीं चेक कर भूल गया.
Okay, write down below this one more list. This discretionary list. Wait. Residuary list. D1 ये एग्जाम में उतना इम्पोर्टेंट नहीं है but then also write it. Residuary list. Okay, will you able to write what is Indian list? Only the central government can make laws. State list only the state government. Example set is defense. For state list, everybody write down central list defense. 100% central के हाथ में ही है. You write defense. Here you write police. Here you write for concurrent. पहले ये लिखो defense, police.
Sir, how many subjects are there in residuary list?
I'm going to give that. First you write down union list में लिख लो defense, state list में लिखो police, and concurrent list में you write environmental problems. Then roads, center और state दोनों मिलके बना सकते. Then put the residuary. It includes those subjects. It includes residuary. I'm giving those subjects which do not fall in any of the three lists. Which do not, underline the word do not, fall in any of the three lists. Next point, same heading. So, it is the central government. Before Arya, one good news. Not only for Arya, everyone. It is the central government which is empowered. Anywhere? Sorry. It is the central government which is empowered to make laws on these subjects. These subjects. The residuary may be empowered to make laws on these subjects. Example, computer and IT industries. Then the next main heading, ये कौन सा था 3. Let us go to point number 4. Main number 4, man. What's it? Separate revenue sharing. Separate revenue share. Write down the heading, 4th heading, separate revenue sharing. Separate revenue sharing. Now everybody knows what is a GST. What is GST? Hey, Madhav, you tell me what is GST?
So goods and service tax, they are different for state and central level.
Before to GST, let me tell you, your head will be ringing. There is one tax levied by the central government, collected by the central government. Abhi to koi problem nahi. There is one more tax which is levied by the central government but collected by the state government. There is one more tax which is levied by the state government, collected by the state government. There is one more tax which is levied by both central and state government but collected only by state government. Then we have separate taxes called octroys. Then we have separate taxes called customs. Then we have separate taxes called excise. Band karo. This is what we have done in our level. We have done sums on taxes. Auditing and costing करके था where we will be doing tax system. Studies भी और sums भी. अभी government we have done numerical sums. Then अभी government ने simple कर दिया. One India, one tax. What is that one tax? GST. But GST when you buy nowadays any bill, you have two GST, CGST and SGST. अगर वो 12% है उस commodity में, तो CGST 6% दिखेगा and SGST
दोनों का same होता है.
6. But अभी internal politics क्या है?
Sir, everything goes to central.
Government first. Then they will collect it, keep it for some time, and then whenever the state requires, then only they will give it. 7.5. So now I say the word separate revenue sharing because since India follows a federation which is coming together or holding together.
Sir, holding together.
Holding together. Who will have more powers?
Central government.
Who will have less powers?
State and local.
Who will always strive for power?
State.
पक्का कभी सेंट्रल बोलता है कि मुझे ज्यादा पावर नहीं चाहिए तुम रख लो क्यों नहीं बोलता? It's like your parents are saying बेटा आज से तू जो भी बोलेगा ना हम मैं मान लो. ऐसा कभी आपका पेरेंट ने बोला? क्यों नहीं बोला? बोला कि ये लड़की तो कुछ नहीं. So I say very simple. If central allows more power to state, they will wither away. You understand? Wither away, they will break away. जैसे आज आपकी मम्मी बोलते बेटा आज जाके 4 दिन के बाद भी आएगा ना, मैं कुछ नहीं पूछा। तुरंत लड़का बोलते 4 दिन तक मैं खाएगा क्या? तो मम्मी बोलते मैं टिफिन बना के देती हूँ। वाह, वैसे बट डैडी बोलेगा इधर 4 दिन तो और मम्मी ने नहीं पूछा। Pocket money तो मैं ही देता हूँ। So what is that pocket money? Revenue. I think I remember my own dad. Before giving 100 rupees in my hand, he will tell ये भी ले ले, वो भी ले ले, bread ले ले, butter ले ले, और बाकी जितना भी पैसा है ना, enjoy। तो दोबारा डैड से पूछेगा क्या करेगा? Enjoy। डैडी एक काम करेगा? बोले क्या बेटा? ये ले लो, मैं ऊपर से 10 rupees एक्स्ट्रा दूंगा। आपने जितना सामान बोला था आप ले लो, और ये बेटा 10 rupees बोले कि आप भी enjoy। डैडी बोले मुँह चला जाता तुम्हें। फिर ने देखे 100 रुपए में तुझे ब्रेड चाहिए, बटर चाहिए, मिल्क चाहिए और दही भी चाहिए, एंड बचा हुआ पैसे में तू एंजॉय कर। व्हाट आर यू सीइंग? करेक्ट? इट्स लाइक टुडे मदर गिव्स यू 500 rupees and ask you to buy 1 cylinder when you are free at home. मम्मी इधर आ, पहले 900 था, अभी 1000 हुआ, अभी 1200 हो गया, और तू 500 रुपए देके बोल रही है तू सिलेंडर क्या आधा सिलेंडर लूंगी? Are you understanding? Will you not fight with the mother? Similar fights takes place with center and state. So constitution has made this, but now with GST the problem has been solved. What does that solve? Central बोलता कोई झगड़ा नहीं, ओए तेरा GST तेरे पास, मेरा GST मेरे पास, but जाएगा सेंटर के पास ही जाएगा। Correct? Maybe like Tamil Nadu has recently asked for 1,500 crores from the state, central. But Modi ji अभी तक वो पास नहीं किया, because Modi से signature से ज़्यादा we have a person called Attorney General of India. Have you heard the word Attorney General? Have you heard the word Comptroller Auditor General? क्या तो सुनता है तुम? ये सब छोड़ के बाकी सब सुना है। He is more like the legal person who signs on the check of 1,500 crores. अभी उसका सिर्फ 2 करोड़ भी मेरा अकाउंट में आ गया ना, मैं तो 2 रात क्या है ना सर, 200 करोड़ आपके अकाउंट में कहां से? कल ही ईडी का फोन नंबर आपको वो क्या है ना, गलती से आया, गलती से 2 करोड़ कैसे आया? It's like we have that Mr. Raut who is already inside. The wife is also put in. है ना? I don't know the name like that. कल तुम घर पे आ जाएंगे तो. Then I can't remember the words that he spoke. And in fact, when he was getting inside, he was licking that and he was घुमाएंगे. तब याद आया उसको शिवसेना. प्लीज बोलेगा हम इतना दूर बैठे सर है ना, बॉम्बे का पॉलिटिक्स बहुत बात करते हैं. You understand Bombay politics? You are a Marathi man only, na Krish?
Yeah,
So you don't say Jai Maharashtra?
I do.
Why should I say? Even we don't say it, but bolna padta hai. So we always believe this revenue sharing is one concept which is a big concept. I'm saying why a big concept? Because paisa. It's like many state has reduced the VAT tax on petrol, but Maharashtra ne reduce nahi kiya. All the BJP state governments, they've reduced their own VAT. So अभी भी Maharashtra, I put a high fuel petrol in my small bike, तो उसका 124 rupees तक मैंने भरा है, जबकि मुझे याद है एक टाइम पे 97 rupees पर लीटर था. सर वो कौन सा जमाने में था? तू बाइक भी चलाता था या ऐसे ही? है ना? I remember personally in my house, the first cylinder came to my house was 89 rupees. 59 rupees में एलपीजी सिलेंडर, उसका छोटा सा बच्चा आया रहेगा इतनी सारा. यही सिलेंडर 87 rupees. मतलब तू तभी बॉर्न हुआ है, हाँ मे बी, बट टुडे 87 rupees का सिलेंडर, उसका ढक्कन भी नहीं देगा. Look how the prices jumped up. So ये जो पेट्रोल एंड एलपीजी में ना, इसमें दोनों का शेयर होता है, सेंट्रल का भी स्टेट का. अभी सेंट्रल का कितना शेयर है वो बोलेगा तो आप बोलेगा सर बड़े नहीं चाहिए, छोड़ो चुपचाप, इतना प्राइस देने का लेके जाओ. If central government has reduced the VAT, if Maharashtra government also reduces the VAT, let me tell you that same 102 rupees का जो आज मिलता है petrol, it will be close to 96 rupees only. Normal petrol will be 89 rupees. ये मैं high fuel का बोल रहा हूँ जो 97 आएगा, बाकी तो 90 rupees में आ जाएगा. Oh sir, इतना? I think आगे जाके I will be taking one small chain out of my गदा. पेट्रोल कर दिया, रुको. बोले क्या दे रहा है? नहीं रुको सर, रुको थोड़ा कम पड़ेगा, फिर भी और एक चेन लेकर दो. बोलेगा मैं चेन क्या करेगा, पैसा नहीं, तू जो 4 लीटर डाला है ना, आई थिंक दिस चेन माइट इक्वेट. सर ये भी कम पड़ रहा है, रुको फिर ये भी निकलता. रुको. Means what has happened? The price has jumped above the gold. That's why today we say crude oil is the which gold? It's a black gold. है ना? मतलब गोल्ड जितना तेरा अकाउंट में है वो जाने दो. तेरे पास अगर 100 लीटर पेट्रोल है, देख लो सर आप शेक बन गया, शेक. So we always say the price rise and inflation and the revenues are all in the hands of central government. Though state government भी उसमें interfere करता है. अभी for you and me we are least bothered, but हमको इतना याद रखने का revenue sharing is a part of generally central subject, but then state is also a part of that. अभी महाराष्ट्र बोलेगा ये tax हमको हटा रहा है. They need to take the permission from the finance minister. They need to get the bill signed from the Lok Sabha, then the taxman. But उसके पहले महाराष्ट्र स्टेट पास करना चाहिए. हाँ. सब जगह से क्यों हटे? महाराष्ट्र ही था. जैसे फिर बीजेपी जो भी स्टेट गवर्नमेंट था उन लोग ने अपना वैट कम किया, फिर महाराष्ट्र में कम क्यों नहीं किया? सब जगह का एक ही साथ करना है ना. चलो लेट्स राइट डाउन. ओके, I think थोड़ा ज्यादा एक्सप्लेन. हाँ, राइट डाउन. Both central and state government have the full powers. Both central and state government have the full power to impose power. I hope you know what is the word I'm understand. Power to impose or to increase the existing taxes. Impose or increase. Impose मतलब new हो जाएगा, increase मतलब existing में, है ना? Taxes to increase their revenue sharing. Increase their revenue sharing. One more sentence, same heading. So, with respect to, you write W.R.T as allowed. With respect to revenue sharing under federalism, a bit of confusion for its citizens.
So revenue sharing under federalism.
Is a bit of confusion for their citizens. Their के लिए THEIR. And note लिखना, note, NOTE, note. क्या लिखने का note? Samsung Galaxy. Can anybody tell me what is the note? Krish will tell me. He's changing his. इस respect में क्या note लिखेगा?
It's like a point.
What is the note?
It's like an important fact. What is it?
What
Point.
is that? I know what is that. What is that? Now, write down. Now, GST has reduced this confusion. अभी GST है ना? एक ही tax भरो. Central, state, excise, customs सब गया. हाँ, GST कौन सा? वो तो हम लोग देखते हैं. Customs not from octroi one state to another one. International तो देना ही पड़ेगा भाई. अगर वो फ्री कर दिया तो मैं हर 6 महीने में नहीं भागेगा. Hey, you understood? Let us go to the last point. Role of judiciary. Because when I'm going to explain this heading in the next chapter, I have to explain, but short में समझ लेते हैं. Now, who knows the meaning of the word judiciary?
Sir, the one who makes sure the laws are being followed.
Oh my God, who is the one? Only one.
No, the group.
The group. How many?
It's court like at Supreme Court, State Court, High Court.
Very good. Both are good, huh? Akshata and this one. Let me show you judiciary like this. Then session. Then PIL. हाँ मैं बताएगा तो सही तो सुनो तो सही लोक अदालत first is highest Supreme Court, next is High Court, next is subordinate court, next is session court, next is public interest litigation and लोक अदालत. ये मैं जुडिशरी में सिखाऊंगा but उसके पहले simple way में बता देता हूँ. I said the word judiciary in India is nothing but settling the disputes. But what is a dispute? The dispute between central and state government. Central and state on one side, one more state on the other side. Between two states. Between all the states and one center. I can keep on confusing you. अब बोलेगा सर ये disputes का solution कौन लाता है? Nobody then. Correct? But what is good thing about judiciary in India? It is separate. And it is independent. Now, if I tell you the meaning of the word separate, we have three organs. One is legislature, executive, and judiciary. You know all the three organs? Now, the constitution lays like this. दो watertight compartment बनाया. Means legislative and executive are connected with one another. But there is no connection to judiciary. I mean, the first question, why?
So there is a connection.
मतलब books में तो नहीं है. तू कौन सा connection का बात कर रहा है?
सर मतलब जैसे लेजिस्लेचर लॉ बनाएगा उसके बाद वो एग्जीक्यूटिव जैसे पास करेगा और जुडिशरी देखेगा ना कि मतलब लॉ फॉलो.
जुडिशरी का दूसरा काम नहीं है. I'll say it in a very simple way. As a judiciary needs to be away from the legislature and executive because one thing, when a judge is giving a statement on one of the minister, we don't know who is. The minister will say, sir, statement लिख रहा है? बोले हाँ. मैं इस country का वो है, जरा देख लेना भाई. बोलेगा हाँ सर, बस आपके नीचे तो मैं काम करता हूँ. Second way of talking. अच्छा, तो मेरे बारे में जजमेंट देगा? ठीक है, जजमेंट दे, फिर कल देखता हूँ तुझे क्या करने का. So look, I am changing the statement. So the judiciary has to work without any fear. समझा? Fear and without any favor. For which we have made judiciary was separate and independent. सिर्फ मुंह से बोलने से काम नहीं चलेगा. उनका अपॉइंटमेंट, उनका सैलरी, उनका रिटायरमेंट, उनका privileges, neither parliament nor ministers can even interfere. ये पूरा directly central का finance house से आता है. Even the prime minister and president cannot do with them. In fact, judges of India retire at the age of 64 years, कभी-कभी 63 years. मैंने गवर्नमेंट जॉब 58 में लेटर आ गया था मेरा पापा को, 2 साल के बाद हम लास्ट मारेंगे. मैंने बोला पापा से क्या लास्ट नहीं मारेंगे, मतलब पेंशन के लिए अभी स्टार्ट होने का. So are you understanding? Why did they make it separate? Because judiciary has to be impartial. अभी मैं आपको बोलता हूँ कि you work freely. तो बोलेगा थैंक यू सर. आप जैसे पेन और बुक लेके लिखने का बोला एक काम कर, जो मैं बोल रहा हूँ वो लिखा, फिर वो पॉइंट जो तू लिखा वो रॉन्ग है, वो कैंसिल कर, और जो ऐसा काम करेगा मुझे बिल्कुल पसंद नहीं. फिर मैं बोलता हूँ you work freely, I will not do that. हर डिसीजन में तो तू बीच में घुस रहा है, फिर बीच बीच में क्या बोल रहा है वर्क फ्रीली. सो हियर कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन हैज मेड Judiciary completely cut off from legislature and executive. समझ में आया? So that is the heading called role of judiciary. Actually ये नहीं है, but I've explained the whole judiciary in this point. Shall we write? Write down. हाँ, ये सब उसका हायरार्की है. जब मैं judiciary में जाऊँगा ना, मतलब which is the highest, which is the lowest. Judiciary in India. हाँ, write down. Explanation for that. हाँ, उधर ही. Judiciary in India plays a vital role. Judiciary in India plays a vital role in adjudicating. So this is a new word, huh? ये सब textbook में है, मैं तो ऐसा purposely ये नहीं कर रहा हूँ. Adjudicating. इधर. Adjudicating the disputes between different organs of the government. Different organs of the government. Second point. It also supervises the lawmaking process by the parliament. Lawmaking process by the parliament. Next point. Division of powers between central and state and the related problems मतलब power distribution में जो भी problem आएगा is settled by judiciary only. All the points are complete. You please check and let me know. अभी notes नहीं होगा. By judiciary only. So we have some 2 case studies. One is Belgium वाला है. फिर एक खादराज करके बट उसके पहले हम लोग ये बेल्जियम वाला नहीं वो अलग है, वो तो उसमें है ना. हाँ, बार क्यों उसको पीछे वैसे भी बदनाम. हाँ जी, no shame. Here, there is one small paragraph in your volume. Critical approach. States do not enjoy equal power. Shall I just discuss this, or you want me to read line by line and discuss? Discuss कर लो. इसके साथ कर लो. अपने आप. So there are 2 states, out of which one has been removed. J and K. Correct. Which was the article? 370. When Jammu Kashmir was succeeded into India, I think Maharaja, I forgot his name. Wait, I'll tell his name. He was a person, before his death, he signed the succession letter with the government of India. He requested that Jammu and Kashmir will join with India, but you need to give special provision. With a question mark, what is special provision? Jammu Kashmir will have its own national anthem. It will have its own national flag. Although it is under the government of India, but it will be free.
So then
उस टाइम का नेहरू गवर्नमेंट ने बोला ठीक है फिर भी तो आ रहा है चलो मैं घूमेगा ना वो साइन कर लिया. But the constitution framers, Dr. Ambedkar was very careful. He said this article 370 उसका अंदर एक section 35A था. It is temporary. He made it very careful. And a time might come when this might be made or removed. He made a clause. But as long as Congress government was ruling, they wanted this J&K enjoy. I mean, nobody asked me what is the meaning of the word special provision. Come on, ask me. ठीक है, but that's it. तुमको क्यों उधर जाके प्रॉपर्टी खरीदना, पहले इधर खरीदो. अच्छा तुम्हारा है? बट इधर JNK में. अच्छा नासिक लिखूंगा, नासिक में क्या है? अरे हम थोड़ी अकेले तोड़ने वाले कुछ. अच्छा जाने दो. Article 370 means 90% of the revenue of JNK will go from Indian government. 90%. 10% बेचारा बिना मेहनत के कुछ कमा लेंगे. और फिर पूछेंगे हमसे, तुम्हारा प्राइम मिनिस्टर कौन है? तुम्हारा नेशनल एंथम क्या है? मालूम करा? 100 रुपए में 90 रुपए हमसे खाता है. फिर वो जय हिंद बोलने में ज्यादा इंटरेस्टेड नहीं है, जय पाकिस्तान बोलने में ज्यादा इंटरेस्टेड है. I think not only Modi and Amit Shah, when BJP was formed, उनका agenda में ही था that Article 370 has to be removed. फिर एक अंदर की बात और एक बताता हूँ, there is Article 371 also. होने वाले में, you find out in the break, it is with which state, and मुझे बताना. इंडिया में अभी भी चालू है. But Kashmir was Kashmir, because we can't forget Kashmir. तो सर इतना अच्छा स्टेट और अपना मन मर्जी कर रहा था. I think 5th August is it 2017 or 16. Mr. Amit Shah opened all of a sudden Article 370 from tomorrow onwards will be removed. In Parliament देखने का तो हंगामा मच गया, ये क्या बोल क्या रहा है. Next 2 years internet services were zero. Kashmir was cut off. Police, army, heavy deployment. बेचारा हमारा पाकिस्तान भाई बंधु को बहुत तकलीफ हो रहा था. मेरी बहन जो कश्मीर में रहती है, तेरा कौन सा बहन है? जो भी है, अभी बॉम्ब डालने वाला था, बट वो बहन बच गई मेरे से. But now then, it has made us 2 separate union territory. J&K is one and Ladakh is separated. Ladakh is one more UT. अभी elections हो जाएगा, जब भी होगा, we do not know when. If the government comes to the power, then only they will have a state government. समझा what I am saying? So ये जो special provision है ना, जम्मू एंड कश्मीर को तब से मिला. हाँ, महाराजा रंजीत सिंह और his name I forget his name. I can show you the pictures and videos of that fellow. And Nehru is signing the letters with that Maharaj. अभी क्या हो रहा है? Jammu and Kashmir do not have any special provision. And I think this 15th August, I don't know how many watched the news live or how many watched Mr. Prime Minister pulling that flag, the greatest Indian flag. I was bound to watch live, but I was in one association where I was doing some work. But I was sitting and watching. For the first time in Indian history, entire Kashmir was having flags. Especially that Lal Chowk करके एक जगह है कश्मीर का, जहाँ आतंकवादी अपना हंगामा मचाते थे. उसका मेन जो क्लॉक टावर है, उसी में एक बहुत बड़ा फ्लैग लगा है. Imagine the दर्द of पाकिस्तान. And ऐसे एक जगह पे लगा जिससे बॉर्डर एरिया से पाकिस्तान देख सकता है. The biggest flag. And Pakistan might be. देखना, टेंशन मत ले. And I was lecturing in Nerul, and I could show my dear students the live Athari border, Wagah border ceremony. Have you know what is Wagah border?
Yes.
Where India and Pakistan are almost at the same. सिर्फ एक gate है दोनों का बीच में. And you should watch the captains and the jawans of that. They raise the leg as if it goes to the head. And एक दूसरे को ऐसा देखते हैं जैसे कि अभी कच्चा सैंडविच के साथ खा जाए. And some people do, sir, मैं वाघा बॉर्डर में गया, मतलब वाघा बॉर्डर में बाकी दिन जाओ, वो हर रोज होता है सुबह शाम. But 15th August is special. In fact, this year government has added one more program. Government ने 14th August को Black Day मनाया. पाकिस्तान का आग में और तेल लिख के ले. You know why 14th August is Black Day? Pakistan was separated from India. हम बहुत दुखी है, तुम अलग जाके क्यों मर रहे हो? है ना? In fact, yesterday I watched a big documentary where they show Bangladesh, Pakistan and India together. अगर ब्रिटिश ने ये काम करके जाता, today the population of India, Pakistan and Bangladesh together will be more than China. And China हमसे डर के रहता भाई, कुछ टेंशन रहेगा तो बोलो, हम बात करके सेटल करें. And जितना वॉर हम लोग 3 बार बड़ा वॉर पाकिस्तान के साथ किया, वो नहीं होता. And Bangladesh is the biggest competitor for India with cloth. वो पूरा इंडिया के हाथ में होता. And the cricket team, सोच लो, पाकिस्तान, इंडिया and together, ऑस्ट्रेलिया हो या इंग्लैंड हो, सबका बैंड बजाता. क्या बड़ा काम. Today China will not take even a single step against India. Are you understanding what I'm saying? So hopefully by your generation sprang up, ये तीनों कंट्री इंडिया के अंदर आ जाने का willingly. इंडिया कल ही जाके अटैक नहीं करने वाला किसी के ऊपर, है ना? Then we will bring China to the table. भाई साहब अभी आओ जरा. नहीं सर, हम तो बात कर सकते हैं. So why I'm giving this incident? Article 370 was the biggest blunder done by the government then. But this has been removed. But अभी भी वो उधर complete peace नहीं है. But as compared to what it was 4 years or 5 years before, now it has been completely subdued. So this is a special case of JNK. समझ में आया? So I perfectly took 5 minutes of break. I will join exactly in next 5 minutes. Thank you.